Let's get them started here this afternoon. The Whitney Cup Finals.
So what's your name?
Savannah.
And where are you from?
Dallas.
And you just won the beach cruiser. You excited? You gonna drive it all the way back to Dallas? No? Okay. Yay! Opa!
And so the Chrysler of the Agua Enerviva team being loaded over in the far corner, and that means our trophy presentation is just a little while.
Tell me about the Sabrage. What was it like?
Oh, it was so fabulous. It's the first time I've ever done it, and I plan to do it many, many more times again.
Great. Good job.
Absolutely beautiful, and congratulations to the Lilly crew for having done it. And look who's coming in that other Chrysler. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your victorious Agua Enerviva team.
Agua Enerviva! How'd it go, Ricky? How'd it look?
They won, man.
They won. That's the important part.
All that matters. They got it done.
How'd it go, dudes?
You won.
You won. That's the important part? Yeah! Agua Enerviva! Hey, boys.
And our trophy.
How'd it go, guy?
It was a good game.
Good game?
Yeah.
Were they polite or were they aggressive?
Huh?
Were they polite? Were they aggressive? How'd it go?
It was a fast game.
Fast game? You exhausted?
I'm tired.
Where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut.
And your name is?
Zach.
Good to meet you, Zach. How'd the match go?
It was a good match.
Yeah?
Great match.
Was it aggressive? Were they polite?
Everyone, it's a clean match. It was not a dirty match at all.
Oh, good. And your name is?
Philip McTaggart.
And where are you from?
I'm from Millbrook, New York.
Good. Good to meet you. Thanks a lot.
So I think these two kids, Bob, are doing a great job. We're gonna see what happens here second half. People are making adjustments right now. You know how Kiel. I'm sure they're gonna come with a different plan because it's not working so good to slow down these two kids. You know, you have to play ahead of them and wait on them versus chase them. So back to you, Bob.
Kuko, I have a question as our players are starting to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please make your way over to the side of the field. Our players are going to do a little stick and balling in advance of the start of the second half of today's match. So, Kuko, here's the question. Always, we wonder, between checkers number 3 and 4, what are our players doing with respect to strategy, with respect to horse selection, that gives them, because oftentimes as you come out for checker number 4, the game takes on an entirely different character. What do you guys talk about?
Well, first of all, we try to cool down, you know, not to let the temper get the best of us. And then next, you know, normally you play your best horses 5th and 6th chocker, and that's the horses with the most power and not necessarily the most handle. You're thinking defensively, 5th and 6th. You want to assume you're going to be ahead. But if in this case, Hawk Hill are behind, so you probably want to bring the fifth chocker horse into the 4th and allow the number 6 horse to stay there, and maybe in the 5th bring a horse with more handle, just to control and take care in case chocker number 4 was your way. You want to slow it down in number 5 and then put the pressure again on number 6. So there's a lot that goes with that. You change your spare horses and your main 2 players definitely. So right now, I'm sure Hawk Hill made, even though horses look very even over there in quality and speed and handle, probably they are switching from chocker to chocker, you know, from number 5, put it in the 4th, you know, to start trying to get some attack going, and then get defensive at the very end of the game. So you want to hope for that, so you don't have to bring your horse from the first period into the end of the game, especially on a hot day like today.
So, Coco, here's our final question as our folks are making their way over to the far side. At what point, we have a 2-goal margin between Agua Enerviva and Hawk Hill. 2-goal margin can be erased in less than a minute. at what point in the match do you start taking a look at horse selection and saying, okay, if we go into overtime, who do I have to play? Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the field.
Well, I think it's definitely, right here in halftime is when you have the most time to, you basically have 10 minutes to make your changes. And it is not easy because everybody comes with a plan, and especially sponsors say, you know what, my order was like this, and they feel comfortable staying like that. But the professional players normally go with a switch of strategy, especially when it's not going your way. Now, on the other hand, there's days when you're behind in the scoreboard, but your horses were still doing what you were supposed to. It's just a matter of a little mistake. If that's the case, well, players don't switch a whole lot besides who goes to who in the field, and you don't switch horses. But in this case, I think Hawk Hill needs to do something drastic right here, chapter number 4. I assume the horse flush is going to be great. I assume they're bringing their best horses for chapter number 4 to try to make up for that difference of 2 and come back and play a little defense in chapter number 5, late, and number 6.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it, our analysis of the first half from Cuco Escapete. Let's give him a round of applause. Cuco.